All right, we're good.
Hey, it's Ken El Pescado here. I am here with Eric Swanson, who many of you know as Preach, and we're here for the Squadcast to
Yeah,
give a little insight into our team members and what everybody's up to. How you doing, Eric?
doing good. How about you, Ken?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. Got that run under my belt tonight and energized.
Oh,
Did
good.
you do any training today?
No, I got a race on Saturday that I'm saving all my calories for.
Saving all my love for you.
So, yeah, it'll be a fun one. It's supposed to be like bitter cold, 34, snowing, raining, and 30 miles of running on single track trails in the woods.
Woo! And the snow falls on it, you won't even be able to see that track.
Oh
That
yeah,
railroad track.
oh yeah. Well, there should be some warmth there on the ground. We're right next to a nuclear power plant, so who knows how good that is. The lake never freezes.
Love it. So, why don't you give us a little history about you, where you're at out there in the Midwest, and who you are?
Yeah, well, you told everyone who I am. I'm Eric, Eric Swanson. I'm in literally the middle of Illinois, in Leroy, Illinois. For all of you trying to say it like the French, Leroy, they lost their French a long time ago around here. I got into triathlon, 2006 when I got out of school. I got out of seminary. I'm a pastor. For those of you who don't know, I don't get the title preach just because I yell at people on the side of the road when their biking form is horrible. Um, but I got out of seminary and I was like 225 pounds and it wasn't muscle. So
Right,
yeah,
glorified Clydesdale.
yes, yes. There was a place called Jerusalem Market which had amazing baklava. Between that and Fido Irish Pub, where I went every Wednesday night in seminary, I act on the poundage. Um, so I got into triathlon because my uncle, who's like 7 years older than me, uh, he lived about 25 minutes from where I moved back to after I got out of seminary, and he called me up and asked me to do a 5K. And in that 5K, some 75-year-old man passed me like I was standing still, and I decided I had to make some life choices and get myself back together. And it led to the dark side of triathlon because that's really what he was into more than the running.
Oh wow, from 5K straight into triathlon.
Yeah, yeah. Like 2 months later, I was on a borrowed bike and bring the pup, bring the pup. Dogs need love too.
As soon as he made himself known, he ran off.
Nice.
Okay, so did you jump into one of the more challenging distances right away, or what did you
No,
start off with?
no. I started with a race actually out in Des Moines. I don't even know if they still do it. It's a town called Newton, and it was in some YMCA pool. And then we tried not to die in the small town roads around it. So sprint.
And I love their figs.
Yes, Fig Newtons. No, sprint distance for the first couple years.
Cool.
Yep,
Good way to break into it.
yep. But I've done all the distances that are standard 1 day events. So sprint, Olympic, half, and iron. So
Nice.
yeah.
Cool. Right on. So, told us a little bit about how you got into it. What got you into TRS racing?
I still have no idea in this world how I found a tweet from this person who wouldn't even disclose who he was at the time. I just thought, and I don't remember what the first one is, to be honest with you. It might have been that first Starkowitz post, as far as I know. And if you don't know it, do your homework, friends. It's probably Ben's best tweet. But uh, I fell in love with the kind of attitude that he had because even though I'm a pastor, I'm pretty snarky myself. Not afraid to throw jabs. And I saw the snark that was behind that, and I just started laughing because I've been to enough races where too many people take themselves way too seriously. Um, and so I just kind of gravitated towards that, and one thing led to another, and yeah, I got on the team when he first posted that there was going to be a team, and we had some shady Google Plus site for a little while, and it got shadier from there.
Yes, the precursor to the modern day tryroofs.com.
Yes.
Still, still run by Aaron Webster, who probably makes pennies a day
Oh,
running
I
that site.
I hope that man makes pennies a day at least. At least.
Hey, at least dimes even.
Yes, I will throw dimes at Aaron Webster if I have the chance to help him out.
Make it hail. So, what is it that keeps you moving in racing triathlon?
What keeps me racing is largely community and people. Um, I love racing. My uncle doesn't race anymore, but I have a twin brother, and he's just this year getting into racing, and I've helped him get into it. And he's got a similar weight loss story, but a little more dramatic because he's like an inch and a half shorter than me, and he had like 40 pounds on me. So it's good to see him getting. Yeah, it's good to see him getting into shape. He's on the team this year for the first time. So
Right.
yeah, he joined the team before he even has done a try yet. So good to see him. Um, my buddy Chris in Peoria, I got him to start on it. So I've always been able to get a good group of community around me in triathlon. Um, and now I really stay in it. Like I could skip most of the local stuff. I stay in it for the one or two races a year where I get to meet a bunch of guys from the team and hang out and get together. Yeah.
Cool. So, what would you say is the coolest thing you've done since you've been on the team?
Definitely the New York Toughman races have to be my favorite. I don't know if they're the coolest thing I've done since getting on the team. Maybe that'll be in the another sidebar we get to in a moment. But uh, I've gone the last 3 years to New York to race the Toughman Half Championship race, and I remember the first year we showed up, and the race director really wanted us to be there as a team, and he said he would have lodging for us and all this other stuff. And seriously, they were murder cabins that looked like they belonged in like every Jason movie that you've ever seen, and just not a level surface on them. Our bike value inside these cabins far exceeded the value of all the cabins that we had to stay in. We took a hot shower and set off the smoke alarms in this thing, and then we met all these strangers we met online, and we met in the woods with no cell service in shady murder cabins, and our wives and husbands were all okay with it. So we got together and had a blast, and
I'm
I've
a
been.
big fan of those Evil Dead movies.
Oh yeah.
Remember that cabin in the woods? That's the picture you're painting for me here.
Oh, it's totally. The first year was totally that way. Now they're on a new course, so different cabins, and they're just as sketchy. You better have your tetanus shot when you show up. But seriously, it's the best time in the world showing up and hanging out and having a campfire and trying not to be too inebriated come race morning. So,
Yeah,
couple guys have
blast.
couple guys have pushed it, but I know we've always made it to the race morning. So
Uh, yeah, speaking of Jason, I think I saw there was a Michael Meyer on the team this year.
yes,
I want to meet that guy.
Michael, reach out to us. We need to know you. You will be one of our first interviews.
I did grow up living down the street from a guy whose name was Richard Ramirez. They put on their answering machine, "No, my brother is not the night stalker."
Yeah, the coolest thing I grew up next to. My mom's a hairdresser, and one of the clients that she had helped build the kit car. The talking kit car, and so he had a copy of that and was rolling around. Yes, so he got to keep one of the ones that he had made, and so it drove around our community every now and then. So
Sweet.
yeah, not a bad gig.
Yeah, not at all. So you said you've done all the triathlon distances,
Yep.
sprint up through full iron. Which do you think you like most these days?
I love the half. To me, that's the sweet spot. You get to flog yourself, test yourself, but you still get a late lunch, and the day's not over. Um, you don't have to really suffer. The Ironman, you suffer like to do it, to train for it, to be fast at it. It just, I don't know. I felt tired doing it. and the half, I can still enjoy life. I still have time for my wife and my kids, and yet I can still make it all work and have fun at the same time. I feel like I challenged. So
Good. Good. How many kids do you have?
I got two. I've got two.
Oh,
4.5 and 6.
okay. About the fun years, you passed the terrible twos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now we're moving on to kindergarten and all the interesting life that goes with that. And my daughter's amazing and cool, and then my son is obsessed with Super Mario. So half my training time, I'm like sitting on the bike in the basement trying to play some Nintendo Switch thing and make him happy, and it's fun.
You gotta hide your mushrooms from him, I bet.
Yeah. Aw.
So, what's big on the schedule for you this season?
This year I've got my standard races. I've got like 5 local sprints that I do almost every year. I've got a Olympic that I'm going to do in Springfield, and then Tough Man New York is always on my calendar as far as triathlons go. And then I've gotten into some ultra running. So
Right, yeah. Some of
um,
those.
yeah, the Hennepin 100. I attempted it last year. I made it to mile 80. My feet fell apart. I didn't know how to take care of them. It rained for like half the race at that point. And they were real nasty. Every gross picture you see about white, crinkly feet, that was my feet. Um, but I learned my lessons. I had the strength for it. I felt like I was strong enough to finish. So I'm going back this year, and I'm gonna death before DNF that race. So
Nice. You have spare socks and baggies, I think, is probably your friend, huh?
yeah, 2 Tom's blister shield and lots of socks, extra shoes. I'm gonna test the water stuff this weekend. It's supposed to rain the entire race I got this weekend. So
Oh, wow. Wow. So, you mentioned that your brother is now on the team and
yep,
racing.
the evil Swanson twin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He's Evil Twin on the.
Yep. Yep.
Has he already been doing some triathlons?
No, he's never done a triathlon in his
Not
life.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So just been trying to hook him up as best I can, help him out with gear choices, and luckily now we're the same size again. So I'm trying to give him as much as I can to help him get started, and hopefully, as long as he gets out of the water on his first race, he should have fun and do more of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys ever have any opportunity to train together?
Not much. He lives about 2.5 hours away from me, up where we grew up in the Quad Cities. So as a pastor, I don't get to pick where I live, so I'm a few hours away.
So who do you spend most of your time training with?
Me, myself, and I. Yeah, as a pastor, I have a funky schedule, so if you ever look at my Strava for the ones I do record, like, I'm swimming at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because, everyone wants to see me in the morning or at night. Nobody wants to see me in the afternoon, so I train from like 12:30, 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock usually. That's my window.
Well, that couldn't be such a bad gig. I mean, you'd have sunlight year round.
Yeah, yeah, it is pretty nice. So
Do you have a coach? You're self-coached?
I've had a coach in the past. Right now, I'm self-coached. It must be one of the most annoying things in the world to try to coach me because I'm one of those guys that I'm stubborn. I just do what I do. So I like having a training plan. I like having goals. When I had a coach, I really appreciated the times that they would challenge me to go faster because I hate speed work. So they'd give me speed days, and running, I hate speed work. I should say it that way. Biking, I love like Sufferfest videos, and I have no idea why I don't like it on running, but the coaches would always push that for me, and then try to give me technique drills for swimming, and I was told that they were really impressed with how fast I was, given how bad my form was. So,
Sideways compliment.
yeah. So, yeah, I should get a coach again though. So AJ, yeah, you can yell at me all you want. You have full permission, and until I sign up, you have permission to yell at me.
I heard there's going to be a new coaching option where for a few pennies a day, you can have AJ call you up and yell at you in the morning.
I'll take that for
That's,
pennies a
that's gonna
day.
be like that's gonna
Pennies.
be like an add-on to regular coaching services.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, as long as it's not like the same recorded voicemail every day. Wake up, wake up.
I'm not sure it'll be available at all times though,
Yeah.
but we could make it happen.
He's just gonna get a hotel, call system in it, and the wake up alarm, the automated one. He's just gonna hit play for all of his coached clients.
It's gonna be a Pakistani guy saying, "This is AJ." This is AJ podcast.
This is AJ. Do you have any questions? How are you doing today?
Yeah. So, anything else you want to say to the members of our team?
Yeah, have fun, fun. If you are not having fun in this thing, figure out why and change it. Like, if you are busting your butt for some goal that isn't making you happy, then why? I always tell people you got to have fun in this triathlon stuff. Not that you can't push yourself, not that you can't challenge yourself, but you got to have fun. And then in addition to that, go meet people. Like, seriously, drive to Canada and meet somebody, or drive to Texas and meet somebody. And if you're in the Midwest, like, apparently 1 million people live in Ohio. I don't know what's in Ohio. There's no major cities that I know of in Ohio. No sports teams that can beat the Cubs in Ohio. Um, but apparently,
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
yes. So, but apparently, there's a lot of triathletes there from our team, and hopefully, they can show up to race sometime. And I should probably go over to them and race as well. But yeah, make the trips, have fun, get to know people, and seriously, just be committed to it, have fun. Yeah.
Cool. Hey, thanks for making some time. I know you got a busy schedule. Marrying people, advising people they shouldn't get married, and
I've only told one couple that they should get married, and I've done like 250 weddings. So.
we're probably lucky that I didn't interview with you for the.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. Don't worry, I'm not that mean of a pastor.
All right, well, I think we'll wrap this up, but I guess we'll talk to you again next time.
All right, thanks, Ken. Take it easy, guys.